Hi, guys.
Hi, guys, and welcome to episode 12 of the Neighbours podcast.
Is it only episode 12?
Yeah, because we've been a little bit slack of late.
We've been very slack of late.
Not by we, as in you.
Why have I been very
I don't
slack?
know. Anyway, hope everyone's been well. It's been a journey.
It's been a hot minute.
We just finished a very intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only
2,
Neighbours
3,
Podcast.
4.
It's a Neighbours Podcast. 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 It's a neighbor podcast.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
I'll never get sick of that intro.
I will.
Well, yeah.
So why do we even have an intro?
Because it's fun and it brings in, it
The hype,
engages.
the hype.
It's the hype train of podcast.
Yeah. So what's been happening? You've been playing Tarkov with me.
I've been playing Tarkov.
And you've been live streaming it.
I have. I'm now an affiliate,
Yes.
which means,
You get paid, I guess.
yes, but I'm trying to encourage people not to subscribe
Yeah.
because I won't be streaming very often.
No, you won't.
No.
You'll be too busy doing shit.
Yeah, work. I tried to explain to people like I have a job. I don't have time.
To play video games all day.
No, I don't. But no, it's honestly, I enjoyed it a lot only because you were there. Like you run in, you see a scab, you run back. There's a scab right around the corner. Just aim and shoot. Bang! I got a kill. Like yeah.
If only it was that simple.
It's not because there were times where I was like when you weren't telling me what to do and a bad guy rocks up and I'm just like I have no idea where it is, who it is, what it is.
You have horrible situational awareness.
Yes.
You have horrible listening skills. And you have horrible navigational skills.
100%.
You are like the trifecta of shit when it comes to like teamwork and
Yeah.
teammates.
Well, there was that time. No,
There's been times you like,
I think it was more flukes.
you know Will Ferrell out of Old School, how he has the debate and he has that Will Ferrell moment where he's
Can I
like,
be honest? I've not seen Old School.
oh my God. We're streaking through the quad to the gymnasium.
I think I remember seeing that bit, like on Instagram or something. But
Earmuffs. There's
Yeah.
so many good things from you have to watch Old School.
all right, I guess that's on our list of things to do.
Yeah. Put it on the list.
Put it on the list.
We should do like a Discord watch party of Old School. Can we do that?
Or with our Patreons.
Maybe. I would probably get sued.
How?
Redistribution of media?
What if we're just watching the audio?
What about if you do it and I just watch? And then if you
Yeah.
get sued.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got nothing to give them.
No, we won't do that. Anyway, what was I saying? You had a few moments where you shined.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
It was good to see.
I can't remember which ones they were, but one of them was when I fluke shot that guy with the thermal scope.
Yeah, that was a really good raid.
Yeah. So,
If anything, that was like the pinnacle.
and then it was pretty much downhill from there. But do you think
So how many times you died today?
I only died once at the end because I kind of went
Out
out.
of how many raids?
I couldn't tell you. Every time we said it was going to be the last raid, it wasn't.
Well, we did Shoreline, we did Customs.
We did custom a few times.
Yeah, twice.
I don't remember.
Then we did,
Factory about 4 times.
yeah, and then, and Lighthouse.
Yeah, in the lighthouse.
There's eight raids today. You died
Yeah,
once.
I did.
And then you
you
killed
died
me.
a few times.
Well, you shot me.
Well, no, you still died a few times even without me.
Yeah, you still shot me.
I did.
This is not a Tarkov podcast.
No,
but
it's not.
The whole meaning of this whole, I don't think, it was just an enjoyable time to show, our new player is so bad at Tarkov that,
Do you think the people that watched it got something out of it
yes,
now?
entertainment.
No learning?
I think some people would have learned. I think would have made a lot of people feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking, what the fuck is that?
That tripod,
Oh, what's the tripod sitting on?
that's my baby seat for my car.
Okay. I had no idea what the fuck it was doing in my shed.
Well, I only just took it out of the car because there's a whole bunch of stuff there.
Okay.
Are we allowed to talk about what that stuff's for?
The place we're going to be working
Yeah. So we've got a new premises,
to
a
work at.
temporary premises.
To work at.
Correct. Because the shed is taking too long.
The shed is taking too long, and we need to get out of this house.
Because the weather is literally like in Australia. It's just decided to be Hurricane City.
I shit you not. I don't remember any time in my life it's rained this consistently.
During
It
October,
hasn't.
November.
It's rained more intensely
Yeah.
in a short period
Yeah.
of time. But this is like a consistent downpour of rain. If you're American, it'd be like, I don't know, 2 to 3 inches of rain every week
Yeah.
for like 6 months now.
Yeah.
It's been horrible.
And like the whole like east
Eastern
side of
Australia's
Australia's flooded.
So
All
we've
the
kind of
roads
been
are
lucky with
fucked.
that.
We've been very lucky, but the wind has been horrendous.
Oh, we don't get wind here.
Where I am,
Because you
I'm
near the
right on the
beach.
coastline. Good Lord.
Yeah. Next door.
Next door. Neighbours. No, this is not an old people weather podcast either. We're just going
The weather. No, the shed delays it's gone insane. So we've actually pushed it back to March, which is 12 months after the due date or the date that I thought I'd have it.
Yeah.
12 months.
Yes.
Thankfully, though, they're trying to be proactive. So it looks like the electrician's organising it so the solar panels and all that can be ready to go straight on. As soon as the shed's built, they'll be putting them on straight away. Battery packs, all the power will be all sorted. So the only thing I can think that would be a hold up after that, besides actually building the studio, would be if I want to relocate the internet from the house to the shed to have the fibre line up there.
How are we going to go with the internet in the new work premises and the
It'll be
temporary
fine.
one? Is it going to be enough?
It'll be fine. It'll be fine to streaming. For YouTube, if we're uploading like heaps, it'll be a bit more work, but it'll be fine.
Okay. All right. How exciting. Yes, I played Tarkov. I actually did have some fun. I also experienced some of the frustration of it. But today there wasn't that much like frustration,
No, because you've gotten over the biggest hurdle,
which is
figuring what the fuck everything is. Like you have an idea of what you've got to do now, the whole health system.
Yeah.
How you have to extract and certain ammos go in certain magazines and all that stuff. So you got your head around all that shit. Now it's just a matter of learning, learning where to do all the quests, what's the best way of doing something, where to find items. And that's where I think I'm leaps and bounds above the majority of people, whereas they'll use all the tools out there, like my YouTube content or, like mapgenie.io, which is like a really interactive map, or, like Veritas made a mobile app, all that kind of stuff. So they have all those tools there, whereas I don't have to go look at it. I just know it. So I wasted my life thinking about that stuff.
And then you promised me Sea of Thieves and then said, nah.
No, I never promised you Sea of Thieves.
Always promised
I said,
me Sea
I'm
of
going to be
Thieves.
playing Sea of Thieves.
promised
Maybe
me.
you could play too.
And then you said, I don't want you.
Yeah.
Feelings.
No, I said that I don't see any benefit in having you there.
You did. Those are your exact words.
You want my honest opinion?
That's the honest truth, though.
You want my honest opinion?
What's that?
I don't want anyone sleeping in my house tonight.
Fair enough.
I've had my dad here for the last week. Love my dad. Don't get me wrong. And
I
then,
actually don't want to sleep another night out of my house.
And then before that, I think you were here for a few days. Then it's like...
That's what you space.
It's just been... I don't know. I just enjoy walking around my house naked.
Me too.
And I think when we have this new work premises and I can actually stream and be...
Separate home from work?
No, it's not that. It's like when I'm streaming, and I think this has been actually a really negative thing towards my content over the last 9 months. Well, not 9 months, probably 7 months, is I've been so afraid of waking the baby, so afraid of waking up my wife, that I don't show any emotion anymore.
Yeah.
And so like I could have a really hype moment, and I'm like, is it late enough in the morning for
To
me to be
yell.
able to yell?
Yeah.
And whereas years ago, I would just scream at the computer when I was frustrated or, scream in excitement. Now it's like, yay. Oh, we did it, guys.
No. But that's separating work and home.
It is, yeah. But I don't know, people feed off the hype and all that. And I never fake it. Like, I never fake it. If I'm excited, I'm excited. I was playing Call of Duty yesterday with Red Ops. And he's like, some guy's like, how the fuck did you know I was there? And as I'm killing, I'm like, because I'm the fucking best. And I'm just yelling it at him over boy. And it was already like, 2:00 in the afternoon or some shit. So like, but like I was like in the moment, loving it, screaming at it and that. So I feel like that is a factor in my content that's actually really suffered over the last 12 or 9 months since.
Have people commented on it?
No, the comment I get, and people don't understand. They go, "I don't think he's having fun anymore," and I am. It's just I have to be a bit more temperament about it all.
Yeah,
and so it doesn't feel like I'm being like I know I'm enjoying it. If I wasn't enjoying it, I literally just I can't go live. It's just in my head. I just mentally can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like stuff like certain types of content that we've put out. People are like, is he still enjoying this? And it's like, yeah, I am. It's just
I can't
be
loud right now. I very much am aware of that situation. Like, I don't even stay up to play games at night anymore because I think I did it once with you and Lucas playing 7 Days to Die, and when we were I was quietly talking, and she's like, "I can hear you," and I'm like, "But I'm just talking at a low level."
Yeah, and this whole studio in the shed thing that I've been wanting for so long was my place where I could literally just be free to make whatever content I want.
Yeah.
And I don't get judged in my house, but like,
no, but you have that self-conscious
having
thing.
my dad over, having my in-laws over, stuff like that. Yeah. Like, it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm screaming at the computer, and I'm like, this is normal to them. That it might be weird,
strange. It's waking them up,
and then I get that, maybe I'm like disturbing him because I, try to be courteous to my guests. That was a bit of a tangent.
It was, but I'm happy because you were honest.
I'm always honest.
You weren't. First you said because there was no benefit of me being there. Everyone knows me on stream is always a benefit. It's because you don't want me sleeping in your house.
No, there's no benefit of you being there. There's no benefit to me.
There's always a benefit.
No, like I just feel like
it's not necessary. You can still do the stream and get it done.
I can still have a lot of fun without you there.
Yeah,
like it's not like you being there,
but also
wouldn't make it fun.
It does change a lot of my plans if I have to stay the night as well. So
yeah,
but no, I like a new plan for today. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, we get to catch up with a mate that is leaving,
going away.
Yeah, so
moving.
We weren't originally planning to go there, but we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's nice.
He gave us some ration packs. I'm excited to taste them.
That's what them up there are, ration packs too.
Nice, but I hope to give Nafa some.
Yeah, we give the German.
I'm so excited about everything, having him down.
Should be good.
Are we allowed to say some of the stuff we're doing with him?
No, because he's going to be editing this.
Nah, damn it.
I want to surprise him.
I do want to surprise him.
We have the Walkinshaw Day coming up too.
Yes.
So there's been changes to the plan.
Oh my Lord.
It's been one hell of a ride.
It's changed the dates 3 times?
This is the 4th time. This is the 4th date to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing the hot lap, but they don't have the capability because of the size of the event.
Yeah.
And to give me enough time to do all the things we want to do. So what they're going to do is use this as an opportunity to meet and greet Michael and I and organise what we want to do. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to make it so we'll go out to like Phillip Island or something.
Yeah.
And or one of the other races and do it there.
Yeah.
Kind of sucky, but I understand.
I actually don't mind it. If there's potential for it to happen again later, I think this is actually great for us. I think
this will give us a really good opportunity to really get a good idea of how we want to present the content.
Yeah.
So the idea of the video was meant to be, I was meant to be playing Escape from Tarkov while racing around a racetrack, and to make it one step even better would be I'd live stream it.
Yeah.
The live streaming thing's not the end of the world. It was the fact that we wanted to be able to film it and play the Tarkov.
Yeah.
And they just don't have the opportunity to get the bracket ready in time and also give us enough time on the track to film multiple takes.
Yeah. They're trying to fit like
a lot
in a half an hour gap.
Yeah.
So not going to work, but we still get 2 free tickets to the what's it called now?
4 tickets.
4 tickets.
The Adelaide 500 is called now.
Adelaide 500. Who are we going to bring as our 4th?
Well, we've got Nafa.
Yep.
Maybe one of you guys. We could. I
could.
Wouldn't bother me.
Look, I can fill it like that.
Because originally it was meant to be the videographer.
Yes.
But we don't need him.
We don't need a videographer anymore.
No.
No.
see.
Let's see. So that's Walkinshaw Day coming up. We've been very busy with other things.
It all feels like a blur.
It does feel like a blur,
So
but
Kiki left. We did the calendar shoot. The calendar photos look amazing.
they do look amazing.
We should be making that calendar available soon.
And we're doing it in what style, format?
I think we're changing the idea a little bit, only for the fact that distribution is an absolute headache.
Yeah.
Without swearing, it's a fucking headache.
It's an absolute...
So what we're
Yes.
thinking about doing is making it a digital calendar that you can download the photo. You'll get the raw, the photos edited, and you'll also get a digital printable calendar.
Yeah.
And if I could take it one step further, I'd love to make it so it somehow could go like on your phone, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just keep it a little bit cheaper,
Yeah.
and it'll be, you know,
Give us a price.
look, I'm only shitballing.
Shit bowling?
I'm only shitballing.
How often do you bowl your shit?
Oh, all the time. I'm only shitballing, but I would say probably $10.
Yeah.
But you can
UDS?
donate extra if you want.
Yeah.
So we'll have an option like, would you like to donate more? It's all for charity.
Correct.
All right. So worst case scenario, you're going to get 12 images and a PDF of a calendar that you can print, take it down to your local office works or printing company.
Yeah.
Get it printed, and you can have your own calendar.
Yeah.
But it'll cost you $10, and if you want to donate some more to help some kids get some wishes for Christmas,
Yeah.
for Starlight Children's Foundation Australia, that'll be it.
Because if we do it the other way, it'll probably cost us more. Then we won't actually be able to give any money to charity.
I would imagine, even if we tried the cheapest option, it would cost us probably anywhere between $10 and $20 per calendar
Yeah.
to get it printed and then binded
And then delivery and
then people would have to pay shipping on top.
yeah.
I think, say for example, we shipped it from Australia, that would be like $20 each per shipping. If it was shipped from America, it might be like $6 or $7.
Yeah.
I think most people would be able to take it down to the local print and print it and get it binded for $6 to $10 anyway.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
for $20 altogether, they're getting it all done, and pretty much like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
We looked at every option. We really wanted to like just make it super
I think
simple.
I'll still get some printed for some of the people that we want to give them to here.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the people that helped out the firefighter people and the
Tanning.
tanning place.
I hope they put it up on their wall because I walk past
100%.
that
If
place
they
all
don't,
the time.
I'll be so upset.
Yeah. I'm going to give them 2. And
Oh.
I'll list one on the front saying for the shop
Yeah.
and for the home.
For the shop, for the home.
Yeah.
So
and then they can't be like, oh shit, we can't. Oh, she owns 2 shops, remember?
She does. For the shops. For
the
home.
shops.
Yeah. No, that's exciting. And when are we thinking of releasing them?
Oh, that should be in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It won't take long.
No, good. You got plans of how to get all that PDF stuff done?
Yep.
Good.
The website, all that stuff, that's almost done. Like it's super easy.
Really?
I got it all organised yet.
Yes.
So the hardest part is just now getting the calendar made up in a PDF for whatever for people to print.
Yes, I'm checking the time.
You're worried about the recording. We're actually going to have hopefully a solution to this
Oh, yeah, those cameras
In
should
November.
be here.
December.
Well, they said they should be here end of November. I should ring them.
Should ring them and find out.
I will.
So hopefully in November, if everything goes to plan, by the end of this month, we should have our new cameras,
Yes. 4 new cameras, 4 new
microphones.
tripods. And then we received the 4 battery packs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Which is,
they're right there. The
Yeah.
microphones will be coming.
yes.
And then when we have this new workspace, it'll be a full podcast setup where we could have guests,
Yeah.
multiple.
Who should be our first guests?
I don't know. Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. I'll reach out.
I don't want to talk to him.
Why not? What's wrong with you?
I told you about this.
No, you didn't.
He wouldn't show me his microwave. I know.
No, what?
Fucking rude, eh?
Is that story about?
I asked him to show me his microwave.
When did you meet him?
I didn't. I messaged him.
You messaged him. Please show me your microwave.
Yes, and also I spoke to his agents and sent him a video requesting the microwave.
Yeah.
We found it. We stalked his content.
Oh, and you found it.
Yep.
Okay, so why didn't he show you?
He didn't respond.
Maybe because he knew that
They
you
definitely watched the video because I could see the unlisted views.
could... Yeah. So,
Got shared around a bit.
yeah, nice.
No, because it was for charity. We were raising money for Starlight,
Yeah.
and we were hoping that Hugh Jackman would show his microwave.
Yeah. Wow.
No.
No. That's despicable.
Yeah. Wonder if Ryan Reynolds would.
I reckon if you've got me on there, because there's lots of benefit to having me in things, I'm going to keep pushing that until you one day affirm me.
You're not getting any affirmations from
Son
me.
of a bitch, just like my parents all over again. I feel like if we ran a campaign, we'd get it. We'd get him.
Ryan?
Yeah, easy. He's a mad Tarkov fan.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't want to see Ryan's microwave.
What's wrong with Ryan?
Nothing.
What is like you're like I'm better than them.
No.
What is it then?
I don't know. I just feel like
Whose microwave do you want to see?
You know what? You know what it is.
What?
I feel like celebrities in that field, they see themselves as better than us.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've worked with quite a few of celebrities in those field.
No, I'm talking the toppest of tier,
All right.
the A-list ones.
I've worked with some A-listers.
I'm just saying the A-listers
Yeah.
don't have time for lowly
Do you know
people wanting to show
Liv,
microwaves.
Do you know who Liv Tyler is?
Yes.
I'd say I don't know if she's A-list
Lord of the
anymore.
Rings.
Yes, Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
She was A-listed in her time.
She was also in Armageddon.
She was.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of that. She doesn't have time to show me her microwave. Working with her.
Are we just ragging on celebrities we know that don't have time for the peasants?
She didn't have time, and she threw me under the bus.
Wow. Tell us.
So we were setting up a shot where the door was closed, and I was on the radio calling action to her. So I'm standing next to her. I'm out of shot, but when the door opens, she needs to start her lines. And I'm like, Liv, we're rolling. Are you good to go? And she says, yeah, I'm good. Liv, cool. They're rolling. Action. Here we go. Door opens, and she's like, oh, sorry, were we rolling? No one said anything. I'm literally standing like a metre away from her, staring into her eyes as she's saying it. And I'm like, Liv, the bus. And then my boss on the thing's like, Michael, you need to let her know when we're rolling. I'm like, I said it. Bus.
Wow.
Wouldn't show me her microwave at all.
Did you ask her?
In more of a metaphorical way, when I said, Liv, we're rolling, do your job. Opened up, I just assumed there's no microwave.
If the door was the microwave, it stayed shut.
It did. It hurt.
Wow.
Anyway.
Any other ones you want to throw under?
No, nobody else threw me under the bus. I had many good times, though, with many people, though. So, anyway, let's move on. We can do those stories for another time.
What other time?
Other podcasts. We can do one celebrity story a podcast.
I once was in a movie.
You were the Knowing.
Yeah.
The Cars.
I was an action driver.
Yes.
Paid good.
They always pay
It was
good.
probably one of my most highest paid jobs.
Yes. My highest paid jobs were generally when I was in a commercial.
Yeah.
They pay very well, especially for alcohol.
Yeah, you were in that beer commercial, weren't you?
Yeah. The Don't Drink and Drown one.
Yeah. Don't drink and drown.
People would be watching the cricket or sport, and I'd be up on the screen, like in my underwear. Don't drink and drown like this, dickhead. It's great.
Fun times.
Fun times. Fun times. I'd love you to meet my old boss who's going to be down in Adelaide. He's filming something out. He's just finished Mad Max, obviously. And then
Obviously, it's just finished.
Well, because he's the boss of the person that we been talking to.
Yes.
Of that set.
We're not moving on to the next Mad Max film.
No,
That's
we're not.
What's going on?
No. This is the old crew that I used to work with.
We actually found out I know someone that Michael knows, and it's all like a small world kind
It
of
is
thing.
a very small world. But I was more impressed that if you can get in with that crew, she wasn't in. She was in the transport. She's not with the ADs. You got to be with the ADs. But I'm still impressed that she managed to not. She got through. She did it.
Okay.
To get through with that, if you can get with this crew, if you can get from A to B without mentally breaking down and crying, you've done a good job. I mentally broke down and cried many times.
So you're telling me that these people are assholes?
They demand a very high standard.
Of?
Work. Like the top amount. So like, for example, my second AD, love her very much. I was working. You'd have the radio on and you'd have people talking like this was just an open channel that was just back and forth. And then my job was communications and logistics. So I'd be talking to extras, I'd be talking to actors, I'd be talking to directors, blah, blah, blah. So I'd be having a conversation with someone and I heard something kind of in my ear and I thought I didn't hear that properly. I went up to my boss and I said, by the way, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, that was just said on the radio 3 calls ago, which means you didn't hear that, which means you fucked up and you didn't do your job, and then just walked off.
And I
was like, whoa. And I told my mate, and he's like, yeah, if you hear something in the radio, whoever you're talking to, you do this. And you listen, and then you talk to the person in real life. And I was like, shit. So, yeah. And imagine me in that, put me in the factory situation in Tarkov.
Yeah.
That was basically me in that world.
Sounds exhausting.
It was very exhausting.
You know what else is exhausting?
Me in Tarkov?
No.
What?
Training for a marathon.
Oh my God, it is.
Is that a good segue?
Yeah, it was a great segue. How are you doing with it?
I'm 4 sessions in now.
Yeah. Are you doing daily? Are you giving you rest days?
I did 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on.
Yeah.
I'm actually, so the current plan is, I honestly, I'm very time poor.
Yeah.
So I can't just go and exercise for like 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping all sessions under 1 hour or an hour.
Yeah.
Because obviously I shower after it and all that stuff.
You do shower.
Because I'm a sweat ball.
You are a sweat ball.
Yeah. Same with the shit balls.
Have you seen some of my sweating videos? Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, do you see my motivation?
I did. Yes, I'm sure Christina loves it.
She doesn't see that.
No, she doesn't.
Anyway, so we were a training. So
Yeah.
I started off with just doing the walks. I hate it. Like when you physically have ran, like I've ran like a low 20, like probably I think 20 minutes and 30 seconds was my fastest 5 kilometers. So 3 mile.
Yeah.
Like and that's not Olympic shit or a really high standard, but it's like it's a solid pace. It's a very solid pace. And then you go back to like, okay, it's going to take me 40 minutes to run 5 kilometers now.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I think I could still run it in 30 minutes, but then I'll be sore for like 3 or 4 days after it. And I don't want to do that.
No.
I want to be able to go, all right, tomorrow I'm going to still do another run or stuff like that. So I'm currently doing the whole, all right, I'm just going to build back up, get the body used to moving again. So first day I did like a 1 hour walk, which was a brisk walk. Like I did it 5.5K.
But a risk.
5.5K I did, or 6K.
Yeah.
In the
And that builds up heart rate and sweat.
Yeah, oh yeah. At that pace, you're like you're exerting energy.
Yeah.
But it's not like running.
No.
And then the next day I was just a little bit faster, and then obviously took a day off, and then
Yeah,
did
you're just
some
slowly,
jogging.
gradually building it back up. So the hardest transition I found, because when I started, because I've been doing a little bit more training because I have a little bit more time, obviously. I was doing the walking. I tried running on the treadmill that you've loaned me, and fuck, I almost kill myself every time. So I've
Hate
stopped
it.
doing that.
Well, I told you that don't run on it.
No, but I tried. I was like, I've got
But
to.
I told you.
Yeah, I know. It's the worst. Plus, if I run on, because I have it on my deck out the back, I run, the whole house shakes. It's great. Kira's just like, you're waking up the baby. So I've done that. But then transitioning from, I'm like, I think I could actually start running normally without a treadmill. Transition from treadmill to real running in heat, different level of ground, wind. Like, there's all of a sudden, I'm like, I can go about 6Ks on the things, like halved. It's like I had to build it all up again. And I've been getting up to about 9K, and that's not all running.
Do you want a tip?
What?
Do you listen to music while you run?
Books. But I have my breathing is in my pace.
So there's certain types of music where it's like running and it gives you the RPM. I think the RPM is going to be like 160.
That you want to breathe or run?
Run.
Yeah.
And it keeps your running at a consistent pace. I think it's like 156 beats per minute or something like that.
Jeff, who I need to contact, and I know which date we're going to use, by the way.
Cool.
So we'll catch up with him, which will be the Saturday of the Walkinshaw day morning.
Okay, cool.
He told me the beat, and it was actually quite fast.
It is.
And so I've been learning not to take super long strides, but more that. So I've been working on my pace, and that's been going really well. And I found my pace that suits my legs and the breathing, and I'm sitting it. So it's like 5:30 to 6 minute kilometers.
Yeah, it's good.
It averages out to about 6.
It's about 10 or 11K an hour.
So I'll usually run about 4, But because I've got the water in the backpack, I have to kind of stop. Like I walk and
If you could maintain 10K an hour,
Mm.
you're doing a 4 hour 15
Yeah.
marathon, which is
insanely good.
it's good for us.
Fucking incredible.
If we can do that,
oh God, if we do that, we're in.
If we do under 6
If
hours,
we do it anything less than 7 hours, I'll be impressed.
no, we'll do under 6.
We'll try.
No, we will.
Yeah. So, but no, it's
To do over 6 hours, we would need to walk more than half of it,
yeah.
and
But-
we won't. We will definitely walk more. So we'll definitely run more than we walk.
I hope so because I'm feeling really good. My pace. I'm going to get one of those camelback things, so it's easier. So I don't have to stop. I can keep my pace going. But the wind is the thing that kills me.
I think it's around by the river, isn't it?
Probably.
So I think there'll be a drink station, and we'll have people supporting us there, and
Yeah.
we can get drinks.
Yeah, it's just at the moment I'm running with water in my backpack.
Yeah.
And I kind of have to slow down my pace. So
No, so I think the biggest hurdle for me at the moment is getting my weight back under control.
yeah,
I try not to be too secretive about it, but I've actually struggled with pretty much eating for a while now.
what overeating?
I'm addicted
or,
to sugar.
Are you?
Yeah, for sure. I love sugar.
What do you? Oh, well, how do you replace it then?
I eat less.
Yeah. I've halved. You know the reason I've halved my food intake at the moment because of my inflamed intestine.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We will get
So
to that.
glad that we're getting to that.
So when I was in Europe,
Yeah.
I changed this diet that was pretty much low sugar.
Hmm.
It was we all I was eating was like really natural
Fruits and shit.
fruit, veg, a little bit of meat, fish, kind of stuff. And I went from eating a lot of sugary stuff to nearly none.
Yeah.
And I know it's not like coming off heroin or
Yeah.
cocaine or something like a heroin
Oh,
addiction.
it is though. You have addiction.
I had a headache
Yeah.
all day and night for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It took like 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
And when it finally left, my life became so much better.
But it's the same with caffeine though, isn't it?
I'm not addicted to caffeine at all.
I don't drink it, but
Like you see what I have. I have my coffee when I wake up, and then I have one game of subs.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But the game of subs is actually probably healthier than the coffee
Yeah.
because there's no extra shit in it. It's literally a caffeine tablet with a bit of flavoring,
Yeah.
and there's no calories or anything like
What's
that.
the biggest sugar thing you thrive on?
Dude, I will literally go and eat 2 liters of ice cream in one sitting.
Wow.
Like 1 liter tub of ice cream is like nothing to me.
I think I could do it. I just
Cadbury block of chocolate. We're talking the big blocks.
yeah.
I'd devour that.
I'm more of a savory man.
You put that in front of me, and I struggle to not eat it.
Yeah.
Because what happens is I walk past, I see it,
Yeah.
and I go back to the other room, and I'm like,
It's there. I must have it.
I'm hungry.
You have to build up the mental control
so
again.
what we do is, my wife's really good at this. We don't buy any of it.
Yeah.
And so if we don't have any of it in the house, and I don't leave the house,
Yeah.
I can't eat it.
Yeah.
So the aim is to lose a kilo a week, get myself back under 90 kilo, and I should be 85 to 90 kilo by that stage if we
Yeah.
do that all the way to the marathon. And carry 10 less kilo while running will be the biggest change.
Yeah. I'm hoping to hit 80 kilos, and then just get
We'll
my
look
pace
totally
right.
different.
Yeah.
Mark this.
Marking.
What, 2 months from now? 2.5 months from now?
For February
10 weeks.
5th, we're in just the end of November.
It's 10 weeks away.
Yeah.
If we can lose a kilo a week for 10 weeks, that's why like when I was like push-ups on the stream, I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know, just burn some more extra calories, whatever.
Yeah.
But if we can lose 10 kilo each in 10 weeks, which is perfectly
Yeah.
feasible,
No.
we should be able to do this marathon under 5 hours.
I haven't been doing any.
If I'm mid 80s, if I'm saying like 85 to 87 kilo,
yeah.
I'll do the marathon in under 5 hours.
Well, it changes what we're having for lunch today, that's for sure.
I'm not eating anything unhealthy.
Subway salad. Boom.
No, I'll eat here.
We're eating here. Boom.
We have healthy food here.
Do we have healthy food here?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. No, I'm.
You have a smoothie. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I've already had an up and go today. 2.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to have them anymore.
Oh, really? Well, there we go. I better drink them all for you.
Feel free.
Yes. No, I'm excited just to get the pace and everything because I've been training for an hour. I'm now bumping it up to an hour and a half. So to see if I can go that little extra, 4 or 5 Ks in a run.
I'm purely just increasing intensity.
Yeah.
So by the end of it, I want to run.
But with marathon running,
Yeah.
don't you want to keep your pace?
Yeah. But if you're fitter, then you obviously.
So you want to push yourself that little bit faster. So I am noticing that I'm getting more kilometers in less
Time.
minutes now.
Yeah. No, in all seriousness, I think within the last 6 weeks of the marathon, I'll probably go to training twice a day.
Yeah.
For like an hour a piece, and then I'll do slightly slower pace.
Where are you going to go train? In your house?
I'll do it on the treadmill.
Yeah.
But I'll, like, for example, in the
Are
morning,
you going to do it on the road or outside?
I'll do some.
I feel like you'd have to acclimatise
It's going
yourself.
to be hard with summer.
Yeah, but we'd have to acclimatise ourselves to it. That's why I'm trying to do it all outside.
We could find some things to do.
Well,
We're going to be very active over December and January. You got to remember that.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of things planned for us, and also in December and January, I want to take us golfing and stuff like that.
Just exercise and
more outside. We'll do outside streams.
Yeah.
Like we'll get the IRL backpack cranking and go have fun with it.
I've been running with the backpack, so I'm feeling good.
Nice.
So yeah, marathon, that's coming up. That's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
actually loving the
It's
challenge.
always been something I've wanted to do.
Yeah.
Run a marathon.
Yeah.
I would prefer
You know
to,
what? Me too.
I would prefer to run the whole marathon without stopping. But we're going to be doing it as a group. There's going to be 4 of us.
And
maybe
to be
5.
honest, I think it'll be most likely me or you that'll be the ones that'll struggle to not stop.
Oh, to not stop.
To stop. Whatever it is, I think I might need to stop.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, arguably depends. If I've got the IRL backpack on my back and I'm live streaming it, I'll be more inclined to want to stop because the camera will be shaking and all that shit.
And chatting and stuff.
But I'm tempted to just ignore the stream and
There is another thing where we could have a thing set up and we just run past it.
No.
That's great.
You know what would actually be really good?
What?
We have someone on a bike next to us with the IRL backpack on. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll work that out. That's not your problem.
No, it's not.
How's your intestines?
Intestines are good.
What happened?
It actually really sucked that I couldn't work out for a week.
Yep.
So that just before that week happened, I just hit my first 8-kilometer run, got back, and I felt really dehydrated because I pushed myself during the first 3Ks because I was like, nah, I'm doing really well. I'm going to get to this certain point. So you know where we live. We live. Went down to the Esplanade, went all the way down to Port Wollonga without stopping to take a drink of water because I was like, nah, I'm killing this. I'm feeling my pace really, really well. And I felt like, I probably should have stopped. But anyway, I was walking down the hill, drank heaps of water, get back, hit 8Ks, was feeling really good. But I was like, my stomach is feeling pressure. It was really weird. I must have not drunk enough. So I was smashing the water. I had an electrolyte thing. Went to the bathroom, non-stop, pissing, 10, 15 times that night. And I was like, what is going on? I'm like, I must be dehydrated. So smashing heaps of water. And then it felt like I needed to shit or I had farting pain like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, you came over to my house.
Yeah. Those next 2 days were excruciating.
He comes over to my house and he's like, I think I have a UTI.
I drank 50 litres of Ural. That was great. And it turns out I didn't need to.
And that's when you were doing the Tarkov playthrough.
Was it?
I think so.
It was a Starlight time. No, I don't think it was Tarkov playthrough. That was a week after.
I don't know.
We had to go out to a Starlight dinner
Oh, that's right. Yes.
that night, and I felt incredibly uncomfortable. And
Yeah, it was the week
usually
before.
when we go out to the casino or we go out, we'll have a nice meal. I didn't even want to eat. I didn't even want to drink. I didn't want to do anything. I was just like, let's just meet people. Yeah, we'll go to the casino. I was just like, I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah. I was like, let's get a burger. And
Yeah,
you're
and
like,
I was like, nah, I don't want to touch.
I'm not eating.
I think I ate the smallest amount of food that day. It was like an apple or something. But went to the doctor, and it turns out in my colon flaps or the intestine flaps.
Colon flaps.
Yep, the large one. The little bumps. Apparently there had been some food or something trapped in there and had created an infection and inflamed or whatever. And yeah, that's all it was. It went away. Had some blood tests done. Talked to the guy about getting a referral for a circumcision for my tight foreskin on my penis and a
His
vasectomy.
penis is that large.
It's actually the other way around. Tight foreskin. So good thing is
he's a massive dick rider.
I am a massive MDR. I'm a massive dick
you're
rider.
MDR.
The skid mark is the MDR. So yeah, but it really discouraged
What if
me.
instead of rider, it was receiver?
Massive dick receiver. Yeah, no, I'll take that.
Yeah.
My best mate, Jason.
Yes. I'm not your best mate.
No, you're not.
I'm just
He's
your
the hip
neighbour.
thrusting guy. You
Oh,
are
really?
a very, very close friend, but Jason has been through. You were like top, one of my tops. But Jason and I have been
I
through.
don't have many friends.
No,
so.
you don't.
I mean, oh no, you don't.
Because I've hung out with you enough to know that you don't have many friends, and one of them's moving away.
Who we're visiting today?
Yeah. But
Arsehole.
Jason and I have been through a lot. Like we ate salt together, a spoonful of salt together. We went through breakups of relationships together. Like we went through school together.
I'm not trying to like trash your past, but it's not like you've had 100 breakups.
No, I was with the same girl through high school. We broke up like 100 times.
Ah,
Like it was like Ross and Rachel. Yeah,
yeah.
it was toxic. Good friends with her. Went to her wedding. She went to mine. Great
When?
times. My wedding was 2013. Hers was like 2016, maybe. I had a
Did your
kid.
wife go with you?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, she really gets along with
The old ball and chain.
the old ball and chain. It's good. No, big fan.
Why do people call it?
The old ball and chain because you've met my wife.
Yeah, but like,
She's ball breaker.
could you imagine? Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be more inclined.
I'm
but
attached to a ball and chain.
could you imagine
so I get
my
balls
wife?
broken.
Like, if I said to my wife, "Oh, you're the ball and chain," she'd be like, "You fucking what?"
Yeah, let me bust your balls right now.
Yeah, step
No.
on your balls.
But Jason was the original content maker with me. So you saw that video today.
Yeah,
the
I
thrusting
honestly
one.
think if you had started a YouTube channel back then,
We
you
did.
would have had a really, really, really.
But we didn't
successful
do
following.
more than
No, I'm saying if you had kept
kept going. Yeah. But I decided to kind of go out of that and try to go into real movies.
because like in your content creation that you've done with me, you've been received really well, better than I thought you would have been, and so that's why I incorporated you so quickly. Because I could have just been like, oh, it's got this guy helping out in the background.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's obvious. Like if I was to do duos with someone on stream right now, a random person that never had anything to do with me, there's no way they would have had 400 or 500 viewers.
Yeah.
Even if I was teaching them Tarkov for the first time and they were learning it for the first, might get 100 or 200, but
But I've been naturally performing since I was a kid. Whether it
so
be
you're an actor.
not
One would call you a paid actor.
correct. I've had experience in front of camera, in front of audiences, in music, and everything.
Yeah,
since I
I'm
was a
trying to
kid.
give you a compliment here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm just saying,
I'm saying you're entertaining.
thank you. I appreciate that. I am very entertaining. You are also entertaining.
And you're also very arrogant about your entertaining.
100%
Yeah.
because I know I'm good.
I'm much better when I've slept.
Yeah, you are. You're useless.
And I'm not in a house with a baby.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for the new place to work from. Like, I'm
Yes.
seriously excited.
I think I am as well.
I this isn't like official announcement, but I want to run a subathon like straight away.
Yeah.
Like it's all set up, test stream, couple of test streams, all good. Let's do a subathon, have a party. I'll invite people over.
The Wipers on Thursday.
Sure.
That's a meme joke.
Do you know that now?
I do because you always joke about how it's on Thursday.
Yep.
Did I?
How good would that be? Like, even if I didn't do a subathon, just to do a party for a week, I don't know.
Hot tub stream.
Hot tub stream. We're gonna organise that one.
Oh, if only someone gave me dates.
I'll ask.
Thank you.
So Swagger's going to be coming over for this hot tub stream.
Yeah.
I felt like the biggest arsehole, but I wish like you guys have a better understanding than the majority. But I have literally tried so many times to organise a lot of these things that I've said I wanted to do. Like, and it's the reason why with the charity streams I've stopped doing like big goals for the fact that I have full intention to follow through with them. But
But things fall to shit without your control.
oh, dude,
Like the computer giveaways.
the Walkinshaw like
Walkinshaw,
days,
yeah.
you know, the
Was
hot
that a
tub
charity
streams.
thing, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
that was the subathon thing.
Oh.
Even the marathons and that, like the last 2 times I started properly training up for a
Yeah,
marathon,
you hurt yourself.
I've hurt my fucking self.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God.
You got bummed by the ground.
Yeah. What happened? There was one before that. I got really sick.
Yeah, that's right.
I
And
got
it wasn't
really
COVID.
sick. I got some weird flu at the same time as COVID being.
That
like,
was like one of the first weeks we started working together.
It was back in.
I filmed Ants for 2 days because you were too sick.
I've never been like I'm never sick. Like
No.
you ask my wife, like we've been together 7 years, and I've barely been sick that whole time. When I am sick, she's like, "You take a day off now.
Yeah.
You go to bed," because she knows I'm not. Like, I don't fake it. Like I can't stop.
I don't like not working. Like if I've got stuff to do, I'm just like, let me just push through it and I'll rest later.
There was one day, I'm pretty sure, because maybe my parents were visiting, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just go down to Bunnings and just grab some stuff. I can't stream because I'm too shit. Like I'm too sick, but I'll just go down to Bunnings. I'll pick up the stuff. I'll do this." Oh. Yeah, I think my dad called me a workaholic yesterday, and I don't think I'm a workaholic. I just like trying to be active and doing stuff with every moment I've got.
Well, you also have goals.
Yeah, but like it doesn't have to be work.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like I love working and doing what I do, but I would be the same amount of busy and active if I wasn't doing any work.
But do you think you've got yourself in a situation now where you kind of just have to be active because if you don't, you're going to fall behind with your own personal shit? Like mowing lawns?
I enjoy it though.
I enjoy doing that stuff as well, but you've got a situation where you have to be on it or else it'll go out of control.
I would say yes, but because I've worked so hard, technically I could always pay someone. Like I prefer certain things in life. I just prefer to do.
Yeah.
I like to mow my own lawns.
I like to mow my own lawn.
Should we check the time?
Yes. Stupid watch. I'll stop it again.
So, for example, like I prefer to mow my own lawns.
Yes.
I could easily pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
And it would be more time efficient. Like, you know, like it'd be better bang for my buck because I could go do other work instead. But I actually just really enjoy mowing lawns, and I enjoy
gardening in general.
sometimes. It depends. I hate pulling out
enjoy
weeds.
my gardening.
I hate pulling out weeds.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll do anything but pull out weeds.
Weeds aren't so bad at my place. There's lots of them, but they're pretty easy.
It just frustrates me.
Yeah.
But like pruning back trees and like, you know, just general
Have you burnt down that?
stack yet? No,
Yeah.
because it's been pissing down with rain. And I've got to put a permit in. So
Yeah. To cancel?
to the cancel.
Yeah.
No, I really enjoy it. I enjoy landscaping,
No.
you know, all that kind of stuff.
I've managed as kids have gotten older and they take more of your, and I love it when the kids get older, but they ask you lots of questions and they want you to play with them all the time. So when there's a moment of downtime, I really try to take it. Like, but the thing is I don't do anything. Like my downtime might be half an hour, and I just sit there and just stare.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, and don't get me wrong, love having a daughter.
Yeah.
But it's like you're always switched on. And I was like, at what point can you just be like, all right, I'm going to get a babysitter for like 12 hours and we're just going to go hire a hotel room and just sit in quiet? You know, like when does it get to that point where, you know, she's old enough to be looked after by someone else for a long period of time, like an overnight, like I go away overnight or something like that. And then, you know, because you do lose that freedom of personal time.
Well, I wonder, because for my situation, my wife she feels anxious when she's not near the kids.
Yeah. And I would imagine my wife would be very similar.
And that she
I
doesn't,
don't-
she
okay,
can't
let's
relax
rephrase
like that.
I think majority of wives would be like that.
Yeah. And she's enjoyed it more when we've gone on, say, like a family holiday somewhere. The kids are having fun. She can relax then. And then once they're in bed, she can chill out.
Yeah.
Like it's out of the house that she doesn't have to think about, am I doing washing? Am I doing cleaning? Am I doing whatever? And she's like, nope, we're just out on holiday. Kids are having fun. Kids are now in bed. I can relax.
Yeah.
That means I'm relaxed. I haven't been relaxed in a long time, Paul.
I can tell you've lost your hair since I've met you.
Yeah, lost lots of hair since I met you.
Me?
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
So much hair.
I already had no hair left.
No, this is deep. Do you struggle to find time to relax?
I think most people do these days.
Like, don't get me wrong. I have not had an opportunity. Do you masturbate?
I think everyone masturbates.
Okay, cool. Having 3 kids you know the size of my house?
Yeah. I think this shed's about the same size as your house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit.
I don't
There
even
has to
have.
be a little
I
bit
don't
bigger.
even have time to,
It has to be a little bit.
you know, masturbate
Yeah, I would just go out to the car.
to the car.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
I have a secret. I once masturbated in a car
I think that the biggest issue for
in
you,
an airport.
yeah, masturbate at an airport.
I masturbated in a car park at an airport.
Yeah, long
At
term.
at 4 a.m. in staff car park.
Okay.
I had to
Were you
sleep.
working?
Yeah, so basically I had 2 jobs. I'd work Qantas Freight at night time, and then I'd have to sleep for like an hour and a half in the car, and then I'd work for Rex Regional Express during the day, and they weren't allowed to know I worked for each other, but I had 2 jobs, but I needed the job. In between, I just had a kid, and obviously hadn't, it'd been a long time, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a wank.
Fair enough.
Back seat, car moved around a bit.
Yeah.
You've done porta potties and shit. We've had this
The,
discussion.
the army makes it so it's like just normalized.
Yeah,
Because you just do it where you can.
yeah.
No one's going to judge you.
Yes. I wasn't doing it for anybody else. Nobody was around, I hope,
I lost my train of thought.
because I talked about masturbation.
People would find it a lot harder to relax these days because everything is so, you need it now.
Yeah.
Everything is so go, go, go.
All the,
Everything, touch your fingers.
everything that is troublesome to the world is at the tip of your fingertips to look at. You get what I mean? Like news. It's all there. Look at this horrible thing that's happening. Look what's happening in the world right now.
You know what? Something I'm actually very much tempted to do for one of the Europe trips
What?
is to do a full, is it called melatonin?
Skin.
No, not melatonin. You know when,
The sun on the skin.
no. You know when someone, like you get an alert and it enables something in your brain?
Dopamine.
Dopamine. A full dopamine detox
Okay.
for like either a whole trip or something like that.
So how would you do that?
I wouldn't have my phone except for to call home.
Yeah.
So my
So
phone would
wouldn't
have
you,
no
wouldn't you
social
just,
media,
wouldn't we just
no
disable
alerts.
social media then?
All the social medias be gone, no
Yeah.
alerts, nothing.
Yeah.
And when we go every place, like I wouldn't be involved. I wouldn't physically touch any of the social media stuff.
Do I get to do a dopamine thing?
Well, yeah, we could take turns.
So
but-
I get to do it on one?
This isn't like a bucket list thing or anything like
No,
that.
I'm
This is more just what would life be when you don't
Have that.
have any
What do you
connection
concentrate on?
to what other people are doing in the world?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I was to live my life on an island with my family, a couple other families and that,
Yeah.
and that was the whole world to me,
Yeah.
life would be a lot more
You'd
simpler.
build a lot more stuff.
Yeah, I would. But I think my mentality would be shifted quite drastically because I wouldn't give a fuck about politics across the world.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any idea that there was a war between Russia and Ukraine. I wouldn't know about the World Cup being on or all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it would-
15,000 people being sentenced to death.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So then none of that's in your brain. None of like so that's where I'm like with this Europe trip, I kind of like the idea of at least on one of those trips for like a full month.
Yeah.
None.
Rather than bring it out and to ring the family.
Like we'll still take photos and we'll post socials and all that, but it'll be your job.
Yeah.
And then on the next trip I can do it for you or whatever.
I still think I could be able to do it without having to look at it.
No, you would have to. You would have to look at it.
Not
I'm
to
talking
post.
none at all. A full detox.
Oh, okay.
Like you need to like fully just be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we get so attached to particularly phones. Like my daughter, we don't use our phone around my daughter at all. And she still sees it. The only thing she sees is when we do video calls to family.
Yeah.
But if she sees the phone somewhere, she's like reaching for it.
Yeah.
She's 6 months old. She sees it lights up when no one's using it. And she's like, and then she like, wants it. It's crazy.
It's hard now because in schools, everyone's using tablets and laptops. That's now common in my kids' schools. I'm appreciating that my kids are getting we don't say no to it, but we're very, as soon as they show any attitude towards using it, we're like, nah. Like, complaining, oh, I want to do this, or their attitude changes. We're getting a good positive response from them using things. At the moment, my they've been making their own YouTube videos on how to make things. So they'll put the thing up and they've been showing them how to make certain drawings and then they'll be showing the camera. we're not putting that on YouTube, but I'm really enjoying that, having them to interact and talk to each other to the camera, so I can then, it's like a home video, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're using the video camera aspect. They've also been watching kids' YouTube, and the thing that I enjoy that what they're doing is they're looking up things that they can make on YouTube, drawings, folding, gluing, like arts and crafts, or maths or learning. Like, they're actually looking up that stuff, and I'm loving it. That's a good response that I've had. And don't get me wrong, they're still the other side where they'll just want to watch some gamer guy, but
I would struggle to understand how school works now. When I was in school, there was no computers at all besides the tech room.
Yeah.
And they were old shitty computers.
Yeah, Windows 95.
Yeah. 98, I think, in high school.
Yeah.
Maybe XP at the end of high school.
Yeah.
But the we handwrote all our essays.
We had our cursive license and our pen license.
Yeah. Up until the final years of schooling, only the final years of schooling we wrote our essays on computer. And then these days, everything is done on a computer. Like, no one writes anything. Yeah. I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
Like, do kids now struggle to write a letter?
No, my son is actually, and I feel like I'm very lucky, but both my son and my daughter are getting very good with writing. So they're 5 and 7. But you know how good a mum Kira is.
Yeah.
Like, Kira puts in the effort. Like, she just doesn't go, oh, here's a phone, I'm busy. She literally, she has so much mum guilt on herself that she doesn't do enough, where I'm like, holy shit, you've literally like put art stations, you've been putting this out there for them. Like, you've put up so much stimulating things for them to learn. Meanwhile, I'm just like, who wants to do wrestling? Oh, that's my thing. Like, let's do wrestling on the couch. Like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm not concerned. I'm really curious about the future of schooling with that. Also, stuff like grammar. Like, I struggled with grammar even after school, and then I didn't actually really properly pick up understanding grammar, and most people don't.
I still struggle with it.
Until I started studying another language.
Yeah.
Because now I understand how grammar works.
In terms
across
of what,
English,
masculine and feminine
no,
terms?
more
or?
like post-partitive and what post-tense, past tense, pre-tense and all that stuff, like all the tenses and verbs, nouns, all that stuff, right? Now, and then sentence structure.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a really good understanding of sentence structure when writing, not talking.
Yeah.
And it makes it really easy for me to learn another language that way. I feel like kids these days, when the auto check's on and grammar check's on and all that stuff, they don't have to think about any of that. So they kind of just write some words up and then
spell check.
Grammar check will pick it up.
I'll give you a rundown.
I suppose it doesn't really matter because if you only ever write on a computer, then it doesn't matter.
At the moment, my son is, and I'm just talking about it now, I feel incredibly proud, but he's reading better than I did. Like, I remember being in year 3 and having to go to like extra reading classes at the back of the school, and he's already reading like graphic novel books. He's not comprehending all the words, but he can sound them out and read them. Like, he's switched on. But now he's coming home and saying shit like, oh, Dad, so this is the narrative that I created. I'm like, what'd you just say? He's like, yeah. And then I also wrote a procedure before I wrote the narrative. I'm like, I don't even use those terms, and I like have to create procedures and narratives for work. It's like, so I think there is good things to it. I don't know. The grammar thing is a big thing, especially text chat. So
also letters now.
Yeah.
We are sounding so boomer right now.
Oh,
those kids these days using those letters. But like, I used to have a 3315, which was an old Nokia
I had a
phone.
3310.
Yeah, that was
Nokia
the second model. But you'd have the phone in your pocket and you'd type words in your pocket.
Correct.
Because you knew which letters you had to press and numbers you had to press in what order to write certain words.
Yeah.
So
when I had my Nokia 3310 was when I first started, when I had my very first puppy love experience.
Oh.
I was in year 10 and I told a girl that I loved her.
And on that note,
this has been the Neighbours podcast.
Episode 11.
Been fun. 12.
That's a 12.
We will be back with more.
With the bonus podcast bits.
BPBs.
And thanks so much to our patrons to support the podcast.
Yes.
And We've got a lot of stuff coming up. It's been a little bit hectic at the moment, but we are trying to get everything organised. Once this new place is set up, we'll have the studio set up for a podcasting section as well.
Are we going to be more open to the BPBs about what's happening?
No.
Oh,
In what way?
I don't know. Tell them what's happening in the next month.
Yeah, we will. Look, sure.
Yeah, that's just an incentive.
Okay. So you want to know all the ins and outs of everything?
What if we gave the BPBs, some of the Patreon, one of the Patreon levels, the free calendar?
What, is in they get it for free?
Yeah. Pick one of the level
The
tiers.
issue I have with that is then what, are we going to submit that money across to charity?
Maybe.
Because we're gaining the money off. No.
I don't know. I was
I'm
trying
going
to
to say
think
no. Just because I want the money to go to charity. If people want to donate to the charity, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I spent most of this time talking sideways, not to the camera, but still.
I haven't talked to the camera once.
Yeah. Anyway, BPB's time.
You called me arrogant today. It's not wrong. I'm just saying. I don't like it when you're honest because it hurts.